at you?
Yes. I got it.
Well, good. Now put it on.
Do I really have to?
Yes, you have to put it on.
Come on, dude. Don't you think this is just a little over the top? I mean, aren't we getting a little carried away here? This is just goofy.
Well, you should have thought about that when you were too busy being the worst ninja ever. Now put it on.
Fine. There. Are you happy?
Alright, let's do this. Now, Dan, I need you to take the ugly one and...
Whoa, 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 hold the phone!
What?
Dude, you are totally wearing a blue mask!
So?
And you're holding Psy?
And?
Oh, so I can't wear a blue mask and hold nunchucks, but it's cool for you to have a blue mask and use Psy?
Well, I'm a better ninja than you.
Oh, yeah. I see what's going on here. Can we say double standards? You know what? I think somebody else is being the worst ninja ever this time. Yeah, what do you think about that?
Well, you're a jerk!
Oh, come on, what was that? Your Venus de Milo impression? Pfft, trauma queen.
Alright, dudes and dudettes. Who here is ready for a look at some more makes and models of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles? Well, if you're not, then you better turn off the video now, because Suine and I are about to hit you upside the head with a ton of tubular turtle goodness.
In our last two TMNT rundowns, Pixel Dan and I have shown you the many regular rendings of the realm's raddest reptiles. But as any Ninja Turtle fan knows, there has been a vast volume of variations of each of the boys over the course of their toy lines. That said, this time around we're going to show you some of the exceptionally erratic editions of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Now, several times on That New Toy Smell, I have talked about a lot of different toy lines who have mimicked the look and the style of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, such as the Stone Protectors. But did you know that the TMNT did a little mimicking of their own? In an effort to catch the wave of the troll doll craze that popped up back in the early 90s, Playmates released the Turtle Trolls in 1993. These freakish hybrids of those ugly troll dolls had a very childlike appearance in the face, and synthetic hair and color of each of the turtles' bandanas. All four turtles, Leo, Raph, Don, and Mikey, got the troll treatment. Each of the four sported brightly colored versions of signature weapons, plus some additional weapons like this spiked bat, which, funny enough, goes kind of odd with this very happy troll doll. Each of the trolls also wore the signature belts with each of the turtles' initials on them. The articulation in these guys is pretty much the standard for a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle. You got movement in the head, the arms, and the legs. And even though they're a little more dumpy and fat like a troll doll, they still stand about the same height as a regular Ninja Turtles figure. Now honestly, this is a particularly heinous set of turtle action figures, but they're definitely worthy of being called one of the most unusual variants Playmates ever produced of the Fab Four.
In 1994, Playmates released a set of figures combining TMNT with one of their other biggest franchises, Star Trek. What we got here were each of the turtles in a Federation Starfleet uniform representative of various Star Trek characters. You had Chief Engineer Michelangelo, who wore the same uniform and hairstyle as Scotty, Chief Medical Officer Raphael, a play on Bones McCoy, Captain Leonardo, an obvious take on Captain James T. Kirk, and my favorite of these four, First Officer Donatello, who is a representative of Mr. Spock, all the way down to having Vulcan ears and doing the Vulcan salute with his right hand. Each turtle also comes with a phaser, a communicator, a tricorder, and these awesome stands that are the Starfleet command logo on top of a turtle shell. The Trek Turtles still stay true to their ninja roots though. All of them still wear their traditionally colored masks and pads. They also still have their first initial on each of their Starfleet uniform belts. In addition to all of the Star Trek gear mentioned above, each guy still comes with spaced up versions of their trademark weapons. Truly, these were figures that could completely satisfy both Turtle fans and Trekkers alike.
Now, are you ready to check out what I think is one of the coolest TMNT variants ever released? Well then, scope out the Metal Mutants. The Metal Mutants have a very heavy anime influence. In fact, these figures were released by Playmates in Japan first in 1993, and then later were made available stateside in 1995. Each figure features very shiny metallic armor, colored to match their individual bandanas. The metallic armor snaps right onto the figure, and it can actually be removed and transformed into an animal spirit sidekick, such as a dragon. Now, the figures themselves do feature about the standard articulation points as the regular turtles. Their arms move up and down, their heads move left and right, and their legs, while you can get a little bit of a wider stance out of them, are still pretty basic. Now, the figures themselves are actually a little shorter and a little smaller in scale than the regular releases of the TMNT. And they've got quite a bit of a different look. The turtles are actually now wearing shoulder straps with their initial on their chest rather than on their belt. They're covered in turtle shell-like pads on their elbows and their shoulders, and they're all wearing pants as opposed to just the usual belt-only look. These figures are very eye-catching due to their incredibly shiny armor pieces, which honestly is probably one of the reasons I like them so much. But on top of that, they are also very well designed. They're also some of the harder to come by figures in the line, but if you can track these down, they will definitely make for some incredibly cool pieces for your Ninja Turtles collection.
One of the draws of the second TMNT toy line is the all-inclusiveness factor. Nowhere is that more present than with the Toddler Turtles, who actually did appear in a couple of episodes via flashbacks and time travel. The Toddler Turtles are just that, the heroes in a half-shell as younger children. They're far more than just the main turtles shrunken down. The Toddler Turtles have youthfully curious looks on their faces, and are still carrying a little bit of their baby fat. They correspond with their teenage counterparts, having the same skin tones and bandana colors, although they sport full-headed bandanas as kids. Each turtle toddler comes with a training weapon, which is basically a safety version of the weapon each guy grows up to wield. Leo has a wooden katana, Mikey's nunchucks are held together by rope rather than a chain. Don's bow is padded on each end. And Raph has a wooden sai. The 4 Toddler Turtles all come together on one card. This is likely due to the fact that aside from their weapons and color differences, they are 4 of the exact same less than 3-inch tall figure. Same sculpt, same positioning, same half smiles, and same 5 points of articulation. However, to me it's cool that you get all of them in one pack, so in my opinion, they're still a good deal, and I'm sure glad to have these adorable figures in my collection.
Now, before anyone starts pointing out which takes on Turtles they're surprised that we didn't cover, think about just how many versions of the Green Teens there actually are. There are still plenty more for us to cover, and as many of them as possible will definitely get their day right here on That New Toy Smell.
Pixel Dan is absolutely right. We never said we were going to stop at just 3 TMNT episodes. So if we still haven't gotten to your favorite format of the Fab Four, stay tuned, as we will get to them in due time.
Until next time,
Stay rad.